Short little video on a new feature which has just been added, auto-generating note titles. First of all, if you're watching this video away from Taming the Trunk, don't forget to subscribe, tamingthetrunk.com, tamingthetrunk.com. Subscribe. So this is a cool little feature. Available on Macs and PCs, Windows, Mac, iPhones, Android, all over the place. You need to be on version 11.14.1. For Mac and PC, or 11.14.3 on your phones and your tablets. Okay, and what I'm going to do is quickly demonstrate three different notes. So I've got some notes open in my tabs here. First one is kind of like just some train tickets. So I forwarded these in from my email, and there's a little icon now next to your title. If you click it, it automatically generates a title for you, which is pretty cool. One thing to kind of mention about this is that it uses Evernote's own AI system. It doesn't send any data away to any third-party tool. So the data, everything is within the Evernote world on the Evernote service. It's not, sending you notes and things to anybody else. So I'm going to click it, and it generates a title. So John's off-peak return train to Manchester. Don't like that one. Manchester Piccadilly train details. Off-peak return ticket to Manchester. Flexible train travel. Transfer Wales ticket. You can keep going. And it does about 5 or 6 of them, and then it goes back round again. Now, what you can do, if you'd wanted to think of like a whole batch of new ones, you can kind of like get rid of your title and then go back again and generate a new title. John's on me. I'm going to stick to that one there. That's quite nice. Now, what I found myself doing is kind of editing some of these. So within this, I might just, edit the title a little bit and put something like, I don't know, April 2026 or something just at the end, just to give me a date or an idea on, when the ticket was, sort of thing. But I'm finding this useful. Here's another one. So this is last week's Taming the Trunk, last Friday's Taming the Trunk article. And that's the title I came up with. Let's see what it comes up with. Suggest a title. Tab workflow program. Pin tabs boost productivity. See, with this sort of stuff, I prefer to do it myself, kind of like, because this is like an article which is going to be published and going out. So this kind of thing, I prefer to write the titles, but it could give you a start. It could give you an idea. Here's an old podcast interview. The title is just the guy's name I interviewed for the podcast. This was like going back last year. Let's suggest it again. Yeah, that's not bad. Quite like that. Scalable sound, podcast name, conversion rate optimization. Ooh, American spelling. Get rid of the Z, put an S in there, like that. So you get the idea. You can hit this and keep going and keep going and keep going and giving you new titles and new titles and new titles. What I found myself doing is editing what it comes up with. It's a start. I don't always use the whole thing. Sometimes I do, other times I don't. But I found this really useful, and it saves a little bit of time. So have a play with it. It's available on Macs, PCs, Android, iPhones, the whole caboodle. So have a little play with it, see how you get on, and let me know in the comments.